Chapter 71.
Hello everyone, welcome to another reading vlog. If you are new, my name is Marin. Thank you so much for watching. This is going to be a very short reading vlog as I'm just going to be vlogging my weekend. It is currently Saturday, September 18th. So today I went and got my hair cut. It's just trimmed. She didn't cut like a ton off. It's not styled, so I just pulled it up, but I just went in to cut some of the length off. It was getting a little annoying getting caught in my collar and my lanyard, so took care of that. This morning I finished the audiobook of Between Shades of Grey. I really loved this book. So this story is a fictionalized retelling of the Soviet Union's deportation of the Baltic nations once they annexed them into the Soviet Union. So this is the story of Lena. Lena is deported along with her mother and her brother to a Siberian work camp, and it kind of just details everything that they went through. Her father was also deported. He was sent to prison in Siberia as well. And yeah, it just basically tells the story of what her and her family and all of the other people who the Soviet Union decided to get rid of had to go through. One thing that I did not realize, even though I knew about the deportations, I did not realize that they were happening alongside the deportation of the Jews under Nazi Germany. So I had no idea that those two things were running concurrently. So that was kind of eye-opening because I do consider myself a history buff, and I was not aware that those were happening at the same time. So it's kind of crazy to really think about. But yeah, I would highly, highly recommend this book. This is the first book that I have ever read by this author. I keep saying her name wrong. I am going to try to listen to it again because I keep saying it wrong. I keep saying Ruta Sepetys, but I don't think that's what it is. So I'll fix myself the next time I get on here. But anyway, I finished this one and yeah, really, really enjoyed it. Would highly recommend it. I am very excited to read her other books because I also own Salt to the Sea and I also have Out of the Easy. So I would really like to read both of those. And yeah, this was a really great intro to her writing. Could not recommend this one enough. Do pick it up. Other than that, aside from getting a haircut, I did go grocery shopping. I picked up a couple things for my classroom. I thought I'd go ahead and just throw them on here so you can like skip forward if you're not interested, but here's what I picked up. So first of all, I picked up this Sterilite container. Inside are some sponges. I picked up just a pack of 4 sponges. I am going to try them with my students for wiping down the tables after they eat breakfast because I'm kind of tired of going through tons and tons of Clorox wipes every day, especially since I'm the one having to buy them and replace them. So I thought I would give this a go. A co-teacher is using it as well. I also picked up just some dish detergent. So what she does is she re-wets the sponges, she adds more soap, squeezes them out, sets them in the container, and then when the child is done eating, they grab a sponge and they wipe it down. So that will save waste because we will not be throwing all those wipes in the trash, and it will just be less expensive because then I would just need to replace this when we run out. So those are 3 things that I picked up. I also picked up some damp rid because my classroom just feels muggy. I don't really know how else to describe it. So I'm gonna give this a go. I'm hoping that that will help. And yeah, it just feels kind of gross. So we're gonna give that a go, see how that works. And then the other things that I picked up were like lunch type things. So I picked up like a pack of like salt and pepper to keep in my classroom because I eat in my room. I just like that time away from everyone to kind of decompress. I have the lights turned down. Sometimes I'll read a book and yeah. And then I also just picked up a thing of cinnamon to put in my oatmeal, which I'm going to bring for breakfast this week. So I bought a ton of other stuff as well, but those are the things that I brought. Oh my, the things that I bought for school. So anyway, just thought I'd throw that on here just to let you know what my shopping trip was like. I spent over $200, y'all. I had to do like a full restock of food. So quite pricey, but we should be good to go for a while. Anyway, let's talk about what I'm going to do for this vlog. So the book that I'm going to be reading for this vlog is All's Well by Mona Awad. Now, this is not a book-oplathon or magical readathon pick. This is the Literally Dead book club pick for the month of September that I need to get read because I have to turn it back into the library. It was actually due today. I'm going to turn it back in on Monday on my way to work. So this is what I'm going to be reading this weekend. It is decently sized. It has 354 pages, and the text is not super large, but the book is quite long, if that makes sense. So this could potentially take me a while, but we'll cross our fingers and hope that it reads really fast. It's a thriller, I believe. I'll read the inside. It says, Miranda Fitch's life is a waking nightmare. The accident that ended her burgeoning acting career left her with excruciating chronic pain, a failed marriage, and a deepening dependence on painkillers. And now she's on the verge of losing her job as a college theater director. Determined to put on Shakespeare's All's Well That Ends Well, the play that promised and cost her everything, she faces a mutinous cast hell-bent on staging Macbeth instead. Miranda sees her chance at redemption slip through her fingers. That's when she meets three strange benefactors who have an eerie knowledge of Miranda's past and a tantalizing promise for her future. One where the show goes on, her rebellious students get what's coming to them, and the invisible, doubted pain that's kept her from the spotlight is made known. So, yeah, that's this book. I am very curious to see what I think. It's kind of funny. The last two Literally Dead book club picks, was it? No. Yeah, the last two, I think, both featured teachers, which I kind of find funny since I am also a teacher, although I teach kindergarten, not university, or in the last one, high school. But anyway, so this is what I'm going to be reading. I will take you along with me as I go through my weekend. I do have to film a couple of YouTube videos tomorrow, and otherwise I have nothing on my plate. So I'm going to put away some laundry. I'm going to finish my slides for school, and then we are going to get reading. So here we go. It is like 2 something. I slept in this morning. I just did not want to get out of bed, y'all. It was a rough week last week at school, and I was just tired. So I laid in bed for a very long time, got up, got myself ready. I just finished filming a YouTube video, and now I need to go ahead and continue working on All's Well. So last night I got to page 75. I am not really sure what I think about this book, y'all. I'm not really enjoying it, like, at all right now. And obviously we're still trying to set up the plot and things. The book hasn't really gotten going necessarily, but I don't really like the main character. So the main character, Miranda, suffers from chronic pain, and that's not what I don't like. I think that I should say the author's description of what someone with chronic pain goes through, that's probably very realistic. It basically consumes every aspect of her life, and it basically is making her absolutely miserable. So I think that that part is very realistic and well done, and I don't dislike her because of that. Like, she can't help that she has chronic pain. I would never say that that makes her a not great character. What I don't like about her is that she just seems mean. There's like no other word for it, honestly. She's pushed everyone away in her life, and then she complains about that. So, you know, it's like the consequences of your own actions. And I get that having chronic pain probably has played a huge factor in that. She used to be married. They've since divorced because she pushed her husband away, or ex-husband at this point. She had a friend who they work at the college together, and they work on like the plays together. She kind of pushed that friend away. She does not like one of the other adjunct professors who also help with the plays. She thinks that she is like trying to take Miranda's job, and so she doesn't like her. Everything is just, she complains. She complains a lot. She doesn't like her students. She talks about how untalented and unworthy they are, except for like one specific one that she likes. And I don't know, I'm just having a really hard time with it. I'm like one of those people that if you are a teacher and you don't actually like kids or the job of teaching, then you shouldn't be in that profession. So that's really difficult for me, because she clearly doesn't like teaching, and she clearly doesn't like the kids that she is teaching, and it's just really impacting my feelings regarding her. So while I'm supposed to be feeling really terrible for her because of the pain that she's in, her personality is just really not doing it for me. So I am really hoping that the book will pick up a little bit. I was like reading chunks at a time yesterday, and I just kept putting it down because I just don't like Miranda. So that makes finishing this book very, very difficult, and I need to get the book finished today. So I think what I'm going to do is sit down. The Cardinals game is on TV. I'm just going to sit down and watch that. I'm going to set a timer for an hour and just read as much as I can in that hour, and then I'm going to take a little bit of a break, because I just have a feeling that this book is not really going to be for me, but we're going to push through it because, as I mentioned, it is the pick for the Literally Dead Book Club, and I do want to get it read so that I can participate in the live show, but right now I am not really enjoying it. So we'll see if that continues. I'm going to cross my fingers and hope that it does not. But yeah, that's kind of where I am with that. I didn't really get much footage for you yesterday of me reading because I just really didn't enjoy the book. So we'll see if that changes today. I will obviously let you know throughout the day as I do check-ins, but I have to get this book done today, and I'm just really not looking forward to it. There's not really anything else to say. So anyway, enough of that. Let's get back to the book, and we'll see if my opinion changes. It is 10:15. I was working on All's Well for like the last hour and a half. I got to page 201, which is chapter 17, and it's a little over halfway. I am starting to like it a tiny bit more because it has become more engaging. So it's at the point now where some things have happened that have kind of piqued my interest, and now I'm curious to see how it's going to play out. So kudos to the author, because I was really thinking that there was not going to be anything about this book that I enjoyed. So I'm glad that it finally did pick up, but as you can see, I am not finished with it. So I am going to carry this vlog over into Monday, and I will finish it tomorrow night. Once I got going, it did read pretty quickly. The biggest issue was just getting going because I wasn't enjoying it. So I am going to take this with me to work. I'm going to read it at my lunch, and I will continue reading it tomorrow night to finish it all the way up. It is overdue. It was supposed to be turned into the library yesterday. I still have it, so yeah. I'm going to work to finish it up tomorrow so that I can turn it back in Tuesday so that the next person waiting for it can get it. But it has started to pick up. Yay for that. We'll see if that continues. And I will, of course, let you know my thoughts as I read more of the book. But for now, I'm going to get ready for bed because I have to work tomorrow. So I will see you tomorrow.
Simon & Schuster Audio presents The Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter by Theodora Goss. Read by Kate Redding.
Okay, y'all, it is 9:24 on Monday night, and I just finished All's Well. So I'm gonna be honest. I didn't really enjoy this book at all. It did get more intriguing at about the 100-page mark. It made this sharp shift into magical realism, but it's difficult to actually tell if that's actually what was going on, because the whole thing read very frenzied, almost manic, and it was really hard to pin down, and that is just not usually the kind of story that I like. I also really did not like some of the things that Miranda was doing in the latter half of the book. Yeah, the whole, like, the blurb of this book calls it darkly funny. I didn't find anything about the book funny. The style of writing really didn't work for me. So yeah, this one was not my favorite, which is kind of a bummer because I know a lot of people are either really looking forward to reading it or have read it and really loved it. And I know that Mona Awad is an author that a lot of people really enjoyed with her first book. However, I'm glad that I went ahead and gave this one a read because it's told me that she's probably not an author for me, and that is okay. But yeah, this one, it was very, very strange. I don't really know how else to describe it. So I typed up like a quick little review on Goodreads. I'm gonna read through it just so you can have my full thoughts. I'm still kind of a mess about it because, like I said, this book was really difficult to put into words. Very hard for me to decide exactly what I thought about it. So anyway, let me just read you that review. It's, I wrote, I am not even sure how to put my thoughts and feelings on this book into words. I will say that it seems to be a very realistic look at those who suffer from chronic pain and the way women's pain in particular is ignored by medical professionals. Miranda's entire life is consumed by her pain for the first portion of the book, and it makes her a deeply unpleasant person, which I talked about earlier in this video. Midway through, this book takes a dive into the magical realism realm, and combined with a very unreliable narrator, makes for a very confusing read. I had no idea what was going on the vast majority of the time, and it took a long time for me to become invested at all in this story. It's described as darkly funny, but I didn't find it so. I found it manic and confusing and bizarre, and ultimately not for me. I'm glad I gave this author a read, as I know others really loved her first book, but I think she's going to be a hard pass from here on out for me personally. This whole book just didn't work for me or my tastes. So, if you have similar tastes to me, I would say give this one a pass. And I like thrillers and mysteries, but that's not really what this was. I just don't know. I don't know, y'all. I did like the story being set against the Shakespeare play, All's Well That Ends Well. I did like how the play kind of mirrored Miranda's life. That is one of the only things I liked about it. Yeah, it just wasn't for me. So this is kind of a downer of an ending for the vlog. I was really hoping that I would grow to like it a lot more, but alas. So anyway, that's that. I will say I did start listening this morning to The Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter by Theodora Goss. I am on chapter 3, page 40. So the next vlog that I film will be this weekend to kind of wrap up Bout of Books. This one will hopefully be gone by then. Be finished by then. And then I will just show you. So I still need to read Every Heart a Doorway by Shauna McGuire. I need to read The Midnight Lie by Marie Rukowski. And I need to read The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. That is what I have left for my Bookoplathon TBR. I have read both of the books that I had been planning to read for the Magical Readathon. So those are done. Now I just have to finish Bookoplathon. So my hope is that I will finish the audio of this by the end of this week. I am going to read these two. Next, I'm going to start on this one tomorrow. I'm just going to take it to work with me and read it at lunch and then throughout the remainder of this week. And then I will have this one. This one is so short, I can do this really quick. These will probably be the ones that you'll see in the upcoming vlog, although it might be these, depending on how fast the audio of this one goes. So that is where I'm at. It's totally doable. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days, give or take. 10 days, I can't count. I have 10 days left, so I should totally be able to do it. Like I said, I've listened to this one on audio. I got through about 50 pages this morning. That's kind of typical. It's got a little over 300, so yeah, we should be good to go. And then I have the audio already of this one as well. So I will listen to that once this one is finished. Wow, that was a really confusing end to this vlog. I'm sorry. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to sign off. If you enjoyed this vlog, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more from me. And if you read All's Well, I would love to hear your thoughts, especially if you, like me, didn't love it, because I kind of feel like I'm like drifting in a sea by myself. There aren't very many not great reviews for that book. So let me know in the comments if you didn't enjoy it as well. And yeah, I will see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.